Good evening. This is Sharon Acoff-Sledge, and I want to reflect on my journey here at Alabama A&M University as a PhD student in the Curriculum and Instruction program. First, my name is Sharon Acoff-Sledge, and I am currently a middle school teacher at Liberty Middle School in Madison. I hold a BS in mechanical engineering, worked for several years as a mechanical engineer. Got my degree from UAB. I transitioned into education after retirement as a missile systems analyst around 2016. I received a Master of Education in Secondary Education in Mathematics in 2020. Teaching, I love teaching because it's given me the opportunity to connect my analytical background and my passion for helping students grow mathematically. I'm now entering my second year in the program here at Alabama A&M with a concentration in mathematics. This is me, and on the left is me and one of my coworkers who graduated from Alabama A&M, and down here at the bottom is some of my coworkers who traveled all the way to Bessemer, Alabama to my 60th birthday party last year. I am the wife of James Sledge, and I'm a stepmother to six kids. My husband's kids range from age 14 to 52, and that's true. And I'm Nana to five, and they range from ages 6 to 30. I'm a native of Bessemer, Alabama. I've lived in Huntsville for almost 40 years. Next year it will be 40 years. I'm number 8 out of 10 children. Yes, you heard that correctly. And all of us who live to reach college age have at least a bachelor's degree. Some of my siblings have their doctorates and masters and different things like that. I'm also an ordained elder in the African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church, and I pastored for 10 years before I started teaching. And these are some. This picture on the bottom left is me and my sisters in San Francisco when we were there for my brother's funeral, and this is at my nephew's wrestling tournament. And at the top, that's me and my husband's family, my other family, my bonus family, when we were on vacation this summer. Why this program? I chose this program because I believe deeply in the transformative power of mathematics education, particularly for minorities and women who may traditionally have been underrepresented in STEM fields. Um, I'm able to tie my classroom experiences with my real experience as an engineer. And with that, I'm able to push my kids to think a little bit more rigorously about math, not just do things by rote or by memory, but why am I doing this? Um, my journey has not only been academically rewarding, but it's been personally meaningful to me. This is a picture of my dad, Mr. Roosevelt Acoff Sr., great man, and during some of the most difficult times in my life, the passing of my father in November 2024, and my brother just a few months later in April 2025. The faculty and staff of Alabama A&M surrounded me with so much encouragement and love and support. And that really reinforced that I made the right decision for which institution to pursue my doctorate. And it strengthened my resolve to make sure that I finish and that I finish well, because people don't have to support you, but their support meant that they believed that I could complete this program successfully and have an impact in the mathematics world. So let me stop before I cry. Um, One of the most impactful courses I completed was CME 720. Through Caput's framework, I came to see algebra not only as a symbolic manipulation, it also changed my mind about how early kids should start experiencing algebraic thinking. But it was also a way to express generality. And when kids can get to that point where they can generalize some of the things that they're learning, and to broaden their horizons, they begin to understand more. I found solo taxonomy helpful for assessing how students move from and even in the geometry course, from surface level understanding to deeper relational thinking, especially through the case studies that I did with my students. Those were very insightful for me. I noticed that students with IEPs make meaningful progress when I scaffold the task and to align with the solo taxonomy. So I've really incorporated that this particular year. And this also taught me that algebraic reasoning cannot be divorced from number sense. Students who struggle with numerical reasoning often encounter problems when they are tasked with algebraic thinking. So my goals for this class in numerical thinking, I hope to again expand my understanding of how numbers and operations develop along learning trajectories. Clements and Sarama's learning trajectories framework emphasizes that children's mathematical growth occurs through predictable progressions of thinking. And I want to explore how these trajectories can be adapted for diverse learners, especially in the middle school context. I am a person that worries about retention. So I have read articles throughout the summer from different scholars about retention and effective ways to teach mathematics, especially since I started this program. So I spent my time reading. So I'm also eager to apply Vernard's, just getting the introduction to that in the introductory video, Vernard's conceptual fields theory, to better understand how students make sense of proportional region, fractions, and integers. And I plan to use these in my classroom and also in my dissertation research. My long-term goal is to contribute to the field of mathematics education, both through research and through my practice. And I aspire to transition into higher math education as a mathematics professor. I do want to experience that. I want to be able to mentor future teachers, and also continue on this research on how things like solo taxonomy and learning trajectories and conceptual fields can be applied to improve equity in the mathematics classroom. So this class is an important step in that journey to help deepen my understanding of numerical thinking, and so that I will be better equipped to design tasks that are both meaningful and instructional for my students, and to also to provide interventions across all levels. One metaphor I often use to describe my journey is that of building a bridge. My engineering background gave me the tools to understand structure and design, and my teaching career gave me the material, students' voices, their struggles, and their successes. So my doctoral journey is where I'm learning how to construct the bridge between theory and practice. And courses like this will provide the beams and the supports for my bridge that strengthen my ability to connect research frameworks with real world classroom experiences. These are my references that I used in this presentation, and thank you for listening.